God did not create Adam and Steve. He created Adam and Eve. Okay, so it's a morally issue here. That's what it's about. It's a moral issue. God created Adam and Steve. God created Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. He created Adam and Eve, not Sue and Eve. No, he did not. No, so this is a moral issue. And now here's a problem. Here's a problem, Lily. Not with you, but here's a problem with our government right now. Our government is shoving down gay marriage down our throat. The liberal progressives right now, they're telling us that this is normal for America. They're telling us that, and this is why we have a decline in moral values right now. This is why see.
I'm against the government shutting down on your throat too, to make you to change your beliefs. Let's say if they use any kind of tax subsidy money to support this, or they're going to force, for example, in Colorado, we had a case that the government in Colorado wants to force this religious baker to bake a wedding cake for the gay couple, or you go to prison, you go to some kind of educational classes. Mm-hmm. I'm opposed that too. See, I'm a consistent here. Libertarians are considered post-government force. The way you want to use government to force people not to get married, even though they have no victims here, that's wrong. But it's the same wrong, morally wrong, and legally wrong also for government to force religious people to give up their religion, their faith, to bake the cake for the gay couple, because they could use the free market choices to say, okay, I'm going to walk at your business. I'm going to go take my business somewhere else. I'm going to tell people about it so they don't come to your store for you to bake them a cake. But the baker who is religious, who has the right to also to his property, to his choices. You should not use government force to come here treating him like criminal either, because he did not bake the cake for the gay couple. So I think that to be fair and to have justice, you have to look at individual rights, an individual case, and because
it's his choice.
God is different.
It's his choice, though. That's his choice. I think if he doesn't want to sell it to a gay couple, that's his choice to do it. It should not be the government to do that. Our government, that's the issue right there. Our government is trying to tell us you have to cater to the NAACP, to these now progressive groups. You have to cater to them. No, you don't, and that's why we are gaining the decline of moral issues here in America. Great example. I'm glad you brought that up, because that needs to be talked about. It needs to be brought up. And guess who's in? I'm surprised the press has spun it into their own political agenda, where we're not doing that.
I know. I think this country press, especially mainstream press, need to be more fair, and it seems like it's kind of lopsided.
Yeah, it is.
I agree that this press area needs to be more objective, and that's why people don't even watch TV anymore. They go turn to internet, they turn to Facebook. They have their own trusted source of information instead of just watching mainstream TV news. And because wherever there are people, there are biases, and as good journalists, you need to be as objective as possible when you report the news and report the facts. But I will say again, though, that morality is legitimate discussion, and morality is on the decline. But I also agree that the morality is different for different people, for different individuals, and for different people who choose different religions. So it's better not to use government force to choose one religion against another. Government should totally get out of religion. Let the people work them out. Let people to choose what they want to believe and what they want to practice. So because when you do that, then the society will have more harmony, will have more peace, and also people can do whatever they want to promote their religion, their moral values, and so education, free market kind of initiatives to reach out to people. And if you're saying something people want, they will come voluntarily, but not with government force. Because when you use the government, then it's no longer voluntarily to participate, volunteer to come to you, and volunteer to choose that way. And people normally just become rebellious when you use government force. It really does not work.
Well, I say I'm all for freedom of religion. So if a faithful servant who wants to work for the American people, a leader who wants to work for people like Ted Cruz, who is faithful and who brings Christianity out, I say let him. Let the guy speak. You know, don't criticize him for what he stands for. And that's what we're doing right now. We're criticizing our own party right now. We're sabotaging our own moral issues that we have in this country. See, this is a moral. Again, we are declining a moral decline here of Christianity. That's what we're doing right now. This is why we know Duck Dynasty shows like Duck Dynasty is doing so well right now, because of we need Christianity in entertainment. We need it. I'm telling you, we need it, Lily. We really do. We need it.
I think Ted Cruz, he's a good, solid conservative. The reason he joined Kris because also he's a public elected official. All citizens of this country can criticize and do whatever they want to the elected officials. But I can tell you, though, I'm very, very disfranchised to see Republican Party fighting themselves within. The establishment is fighting against conservatives or even libertarian Republicans. It's just a sick. I think that the establishment Republicans should just go ahead and join, another party. Just there are no fundamental difference between them, but then they call themselves, we call them rhinos, the Republican names only, because they really don't believe the principle of liberty anymore, and they are for their own interest, their cronies' interest, and they want to make
John Boehner, great example.
So they can have power themselves. So those people, we definitely should, fight to vote them out and get a more good, solid liberty people. I would not even say, either Christians or conservative. I think liberty-loving people to the office to keep government small and to keep government force out of our daily lives. And, I like Ted Cruz. I watch him all the time. He is actually a very good fighter. He shows leadership in Washington. And there are lots of other people who are laughing at him, who are laughing at Tea Party people, like John Boehner, Harry Reid. What is the difference between them? They're laughing at Tea Party people,
Right.
It's like they have lost in touch with the way the people, and it's like we're some kind of second-class citizens that, IRA can come to auditor you, and they can watch over your children. Common Core can keep you track of your children. The government can limit what kinds of guns you can buy or own to, or how many shots. It's all this massive, crazy stuff going on in this country. Make me feel like this is not the country I came here for. Mm-hmm. That's why, I'm involved. I'm telling my story with passion to say, I did not come to sign up with all this. I wanted to help the Americans I was dreaming of when I was living in China. You were just like the, freedom port and the shining city on the hill to me. Attract the people to come from all over the world to pursue happiness, to achieve American dream, to live like a free man and woman.
Right.
And that's really what is important. I think we should focus on as liberty-loving people to throw out those bad politicians out of office because they just want to grow their power, grow government power, and tax you to death. And we need to focus on the important stuff. And then united on some areas that, we still disagree with, but we can seek the common ground to move forward.
Right, and the common ground is, like I said, between man and woman, not Adam and Steve. So that's moral issues. But that's okay. We're going to disagree here on that issue. That's fine. But as far as this, we're kind of done with that subject.